What we're trying to find is a sweet spot. What is low enough that we can make a dent in affordable housing, but also a number that the development community can actually break even or make a small profit.
That's St. Johns County Commissioner Henry Dean speaking about workforce housing at a recent meeting. Amy Cherry has more on our lead story.
Amendments seeking to lower the amount of workforce housing units and change the maximum sales price both passed. Special Projects Manager Amy Ring says they're seeking to lower workforce housing unit levels from 40%.
This proposed LDC amendment increases the maximum initial sales price of workforce housing to $260,000 and reduces the minimum number of deed-restricted units that must be provided for all workforce housing ownership development projects to 30%. In terms of developments already approved for workforce housing zoning, this amendment will reduce the total number of required workforce housing units around 25% from 300 to 297 units.
The Northeast Florida Builders Association says they needed a $20,000 price increase due to the rising costs of materials. Commissioner Krista Joseph, who voted no on both amendments, says the housing market is forecasted to go down.
It's not fair to the police officers to raise the price. It's not fair to the medical technicians. I'm sorry, I just can't believe this is even on the agenda.
The amendment to reduce the number of workforce housing units was approved in a vote 4-1, with Joseph being the sole no vote. A second motion to increase the sales price passed 3-2, with Commissioner Christian Whitehurst joining Joseph in voting no. With St. Augustine's local morning news, I'm Amy Cherry.
This local news is a service of Flagler County's Toyota dealer, Beaver Toyota US 1 St. Augustine, here to wow you. A new bill seeks to improve the safe operation of golf carts and other utility vehicles on public roads by raising the age of drivers from 14 to 16 and requiring a learner's permit or higher level of license. The measure's sponsor, Representative Cindy Stevenson, tells Liz Ryan more about the legislation.
It is our intention to increase the age of golf cart drivers on public roads to 16 and at least a learner's permit.
But this legislation could be tweaked.
It's possible we will have to compromise on that one to 15, but we're looking at some other licensure provisions we had in the past that allowed 15-year-olds to drive certain vehicles on public roads with a learner's permit.
She told us why she filed this bill.
To make sure that we have drivers of a certain age that have received some instruction on the rules of the road and safety and can be identified by law enforcement officers and receive warnings and redirection if they are driving in an unsafe manner. The bill would also require the driver carry their driver's license just like they do in a car.
Not everybody is following the current rules and regulations regarding golf carts.
We are seeing golf carts operated on public roads sometimes when they're not supposed to be operating, and we get a lot of complaints about it. And it frequently involves underage drivers. We are seeing quite a few accidents resulting in visits to the emergency room, sometimes with serious injuries.
She does admit golf carts can be fun.
They seem like a fun, safe way to get around, and they can be. They just require precaution and care in the way they're used.
Tomorrow, we'll continue our 4-part discussion with Representative Cindy Stevenson. She'll tell us about her Tiny Houses initiative. For St. Augustine's Local Morning News, I'm Liz Ryan.
The United Way of St. Johns County is offering free tax returns preparation.
Director of Community Outreach Jenny Harvey says they're certified as a volunteer income tax service site by the Internal Revenue Service.
Every year we get certified as a VITA site. We have 3 locations in St. Johns County operating 4 days a week. And this is for individual taxes, for individual households, not for businesses. And the average household income threshold is $74,000 a year or less.
It's easy to sign up for the service.
We have a hotline, and also there's a link to make your own appointment on our website. They can go to our UnitedWaySJC.org website, and then under what we do, there's free tax prep. Our tax sites are on our page, and in addition to appointments, we will take walk-ins, but our appointments take preference.
You will need to bring a driver license or photo ID, social security cards, income documentation, and a 1095-A if you received health care coverage through the marketplace. For St. Augustine's Local Morning News, I'm Rich Petchke.
And now you're up to date with St. Augustine's Local Morning News. I'm Rich Carroll.